Hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Blue, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report, because without you guys, this would be nothing, and I honestly and truly believe that. I want to thank you guys for all the support. Well, it's day number 6 in the Tony Romo hostage crisis, and as we speak, there is nothing going on, and I mean nothing. It's almost amazing how quiet it is in Dallas right now. Here it was last Thursday. We thought for sure Tony Romo was going to be released, but then it was kind of like, wait a minute, we might get a trade. Well, I got to be honest, I don't think a trade is going to develop. And right now, I believe that as cold as it is here in Washington, D.C., it's about 20 degrees wind chill. That's about how it is right now with Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys. They are risking messing up any relationship that they still had by basically leaving him dangling. And I personally think they need to resolve that sooner than later. A lot of people will say that I'm just a Tony Romo hater, and you know, you can believe what you want to believe. This is America, so if you think I'm hating on Tony Romo, so be it. Anybody who really knows me knows that that's far from the case. I just believe that it's time to go ahead and move on financially because of the situation you're in. You've got a young guy that you want to develop. But again, we're not going to touch on that too much. We've been working on signing some guys, and I know a lot of you will say this guy's a bum or that guy's a bum and things like that. But what's interesting is a lot of times you can't exactly look at an offensive lineman who's in, say, Cleveland. You look at the whole team around them, it's a mess. So before you go ahead and judge and say the guy's a bum, you have to look at the situation they're in. If you have a running back that has no offensive line, you're going to say that he's just a bad running back? No. It could be partially that he's just got no line and no blocking. So you have to look at each situation as in, what's the potential for this person? How does he fit into the system? And is he coachable? Because a lot of times a guy who you don't think is going to be anything comes in and ends up playing really, really well because they're young, they're hungry, and they're the right system, and he's got good coaching. You've seen that over and over on our defensive line where you've had journeymen from George Selvey to Terrell McCain, from Jack Crawford, guys that really weren't thought much of, now get paid going elsewhere. So before you guys label anybody a bum, give them some time. Let them show you what they got. And that way, if they don't play then, feel free to call them a bum. Now I got to tell you, I'm actually getting a little bit worried right now. Now I put the video out there yesterday, basically showing more detail on the Zeke Elliot booby game. I'm getting a lot of hate because people are saying I'm an idiot because you're justifying what he's doing. No. What he did was stupid. You got to realize, he's got to realize that he is in the spotlight and people want to see him fail. Everywhere he goes, he will be followed with a camera. And people will try to egg him on to get a reaction, because if you can get him doing something, you have just made a name for yourself. So he's got to understand that 24/7, somebody's watching. And it can be something that's really minor, no big deal. In totality, it's nothing. But because of the stuff that's going on between the ex-girlfriend, or actually said she wasn't a girlfriend, put out there in the NFL investigation, you are on notice. And what you'll notice is, I'm sitting here reading some of these articles and stuff. They're talking about the backlash against Zeke Elliott. And the NFL is getting a lot of flack right now because of it. People want to see him suspended immediately and make him, you know, a scapegoat for everything that's wrong with the NFL. But the way you read some of these articles are shaded so far beyond what is known. They're trying to lead you to a conclusion that he is guilty of assaulting his girlfriend. when the police department, the DA, and everything else has investigated it and said, sorry, there's no merit to this, and dismissed it. The woman ended up trying to take it to the DA and said that she wants to be, they've investigated. So everybody has looked at this situation over and over. Yet when you read about it, basically you're hearing about his past transgressions. And they're not giving you the whole story about what's going on. And what happens is, when people just kind of scan over and they see certain pictures, because you can basically take those pictures frame by frame and they can look awful, as opposed to when you look at the whole thing and the whole totality of it. That's what I was trying to do yesterday. That, yeah, these women were on float, definitely in revealing tops, definitely trying to bring attention to the boobies, and that there's another woman who's back there who's flashing. We don't know what happened 2-3 minutes before that. All we see is that one clip in time. And so I guarantee you, as you go through and look at this thing, I bet you this was just a booby fest. However, Zeke has got to understand that I can't be associated with that. He's not Gronkowski that can get away with it. So I'm worried that they may come down a bit. And what's really scaring me is the Dallas Cowboys have had no comment, as well as the NFL. And clearly, this happened on Saturday. The Dallas Cowboys still don't have any comment on it. Silence is not golden when it comes to the NFL. Silence means there's some shit going on that we don't know about yet. So, I'm getting a little worried. And I hope that my Jobu sense is wrong. So, any other news on the Dallas Cowboys, friends, I will be sure to bring it to you. I hope you guys are having a great hump day. And I'm ready to get over the hump. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to click on a picture of Jobu and Sean Lane. And have a great day.